Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Derek here. Today we are reacting to another episode of The Haunting of Bly Manor. This is episode 7. It is called The Two Faces Part 2. Firstly, apologize. I took a few days off just because you know, sometimes with YouTube, your like self-worth and value and mental health overall can get a little bit caught up with, you know, the amount of views you're getting and the thumbs up and thumbs down, and sometimes that doesn't always work out positively for you. So I took a few days off just to kind of like recenter, I guess. You know, I was feeling a little down in the dumps for some reason, but I'm back. Thank you for being patient and not hating me. But what happened last time on The Haunting of Bly Manor? So last time we got more backstory. And I think, yeah, I don't know what I was going to say there. We got more backstory specifically involving like the uncle and his involvement with the family, like how they got to the point that they're at and why he doesn't want to come visit and all these different things. And one of the most important things that we learned is that he had an affair with Flora and Miles's mom, and that he is the biological father of Flora, which blows your mind, right? And the reason he wasn't the reason he didn't come back to Bly and kind of talk to these kids and hang out with them or even like be a family figure at all isn't because he didn't like them or didn't want to spend time with them, but he was like adhering to this, like he was this self-imposed isolation from the family, because that was like the last thing that his brother said to him is you're banished, and then he went off and died. So he was kind of like putting himself in this box, so to speak. So yeah, so while the uncle is like diving back into all his memories and stuff, Flora is also experiencing some memories, and she's not a fan of it. She's I guess gotten used to slightly Miss Jessel taking over her body and using it to do whatever she wants, I guess. And she's gotten used to that, but now she's getting upset about it. She's like, I don't like this. I don't like missing out on time with people I actually enjoy. You know, I hate being confused. I hate, you know, being embarrassed when I talk about, oh, you skipped dinner, and they're like, oh, we ate, you ate without us. Like, she doesn't like it. And while she's talking to Miss Jessel, Danny comes in, and she sees her. She sees the ghost, and it's like, well, frick, now we have to kill you. And so she leads her out there, and then Peter's there, and he's like, this is awkward. You're gonna die now. And then Miss Jessel takes over Flora, goes up to the attic, leads her into a trap, and they, at minimum, knock Danny unconscious. I don't think she's gonna die. That would be a total bummer. But that's what we know going into this episode. I don't know what's gonna happen. This is the Two Faces Part 2, so I think it's gonna play off of the episode previous in the season of The Two Faces Part 1 and kind of focus on the dynamic of probably Rebecca and Peter, and how Part 1 was kind of like them in the past and what they did. Part 2, I assume is going to focus on like what they have been doing after they died, possibly how Rebecca died, things like that, and just kind of like continuing their storyline. But before we jump into it, please consider leaving a like on the video, and please consider subscribing. That means so much. And if you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode, head down to my Patreon, linked in the description. Thank you very much. Let's jump into it. Is this the real kids?
You tucked away just now. Where's he going?
She's gagged. Were you tucked away? He's so menacing.
This feels wrong.
It is wrong. It's murder. If you kill her. Otherwise, it's just kidnapping, maybe?
Oh, she's not hurt. She's just.
He hit her with a large club-like object. She's definitely hurt.
Nothing to be scared of here. Bex, you're slipping. Bex, Bex, you're slipping. It was Bex. Bex! It's okay.
What?
It's okay, kids. She's just, she's dream hopping a little.
So,
She'll be back.
okay. I think I understand.
Important thing is we need
They
to
can't
figure
maintain
out
their
friend here.
consciousness completely all the time, and they kind of slip back into the memories and the dreams, I think.
But also, maybe
I'm dumb though, so who knows?
when she knocks again, I need you. Again, I need you to talk to her, but don't open the door, and you say exactly what I tell you. Do you
I
understand?
don't hear any knocking. I mean,
He's slipping.
stepping away. What should we do? We never can tell. Just when you're going too bad.
No.
That's what you say to me. All this time,
It's his mom.
that's what you say.
Here, you're out.
I'm out.
Was his mom in prison? Possibly. Maybe a mental hospital.
Here we are. To your boss.
You're shaking me down.
Yeah, she's
Lord Henry Wingrave. I
She
presume.
sucks.
I don't have any money, Mum.
Oh, you're not a rich man, Petey.
No.
Just work for one, do you? Forgive me if I misread.
Priceless heirlooms, they're not missing.
He didn't run away.
he's
I
murdered.
told Hannah and the policeman, but they didn't believe us.
Didn't believe what, Miles?
About the monster. The monster that took him, and he was awful, and we thought he was...
He is. Just walk into the lake and then you can hang out again.
Is it a mixer will damage the gluten molecules, and we mustn't. God help us all if those gluten molecules aren't tippity-top.
Yeah. You can't mix the gluten.
It's chemistry.
Certainly is.
What's that?
Ooh.
She's gonna be late. Tell me what that pupillage talked about. All this drama.
Oh yeah, she's finally free of Petey
the
Boy.
imposition of it all. He could do right by you. Right now. Get you back on your barrister track. Get you back to whatever goal. And if there is anything at all that I can do to help, please tell me.
Dang.
I'd be happy to do so.
Jamie is such a nice person.
Thank you.
Like, she's a straight shooter, but she is also a kind straight shooter. She'll tell you like it is, but she's straight up like, yo, you need some help? Let me know. I will ride or die for you.
Max.
Hello, Peter.
What? Where the hell have you been?
She can see the ghosts.
I was here this whole time. I won't leave without you now. That's why I'm here.
Kill yourself.
I'm sorry
It'll only
you
take a
were
minute.
gone. However long that was,
You'll be happy that you did it.
I don't even know how long that
Just
was.
go over to the lake and shove your head in it. Bruh,
He's dead.
he is dead. You're a smart lady. Get it through your brain.
Just don't let her hang.
He's straight been clapped. She's gonna pass through. You didn't recognize that he's wearing the same clothes as when you last saw him? The exact same outfit?
Cecil.
Worried for you, love.
So, if this ghost lady comes through at the same time every night, probably, right? How has no one else been murdered by her yet? I feel like this would be a common occurrence. Like, as soon as you move into the house, all right, from...
Those nice little girl.
9 p.m. to 9:12 p.m. You're not allowed to walk around because you'll die.
You know,
Like, someone had to have mapped this out already.
once told me something.
If you're going to try and sneak, you probably should not be wearing heels. You take those off and no one can hear you walking around. You put some socks on and then you sneaky. What if I clap myself?
What if we still did it?
Did what? He can't leave.
Went to America. I know, just
He can't leave
do
here.
it anyway, and people...
You stupid.
I can't leave Bly.
Will you tell me now? How it happened?
You don't need to know. Well, maybe. Actually, probably. If you're planning on surviving, you should know what hallway to avoid at 11:37 p.m.
Right there, and I go, no, it's not fair. It's not fucking fair. You're right here, and I can hear you, and I can see you. Quiet, Beck.
Shut the up. Yo, was that him that pushed her, or did she push herself
Bex?
outside of time? Oh no, he took over her body. Okay. I see what happened now. He is controlling her. He's about to live out every 13-year-old boy's fantasy, and he's just gonna start touching. Sorry, that was a dramatic, not dramatic, but a serious scene. I just made it a joke. Yo, at what point is she gonna walk into the lake? I want it to happen now. I don't like Rebecca as a character or as a person. You know, she can do it. Or not? What? Did he trip her?
It didn't work.
Oh no, he was controlling her. Got it. He was controlling her, trying to see if she could manifest him across the border. This is it. This is the night. She's wearing ghosty clothes. Time to die. The hour of your death is at hand. Is he gonna kill her?
Where have you been? It's been almost
That would be interesting if it wasn't the lake lady that killed her, but if it was him.
I plan that I'll let us be together again.
Okay, so he's gonna control her and walk into the lake and
Touch
kill
each
her.
other and taste each other.
So maybe she didn't even choose it. He did it.
I think it's just you and me becoming us.
Like becoming the same person. Like their entities merge into one new identity.
Take care of me.
Or
Of course.
or what?
Yes. We'll be together.
What's the
Share it all.
or is he just joshing her so he can
I promise.
drown her in the lake? Is she gonna be mad at him? Like, you lied to me. I didn't wear my swimsuit. Didn't know we were going to the lake. You're in a memory.
Tucked away again, aren't I?
Yeah. Because he's drowning you.
Yeah, I thought we'd be together.
You're dying.
We are.
Bruh, he's killing you right now. He is walking your body into the lake. Alright, walk into the lake. Do it. Do it. He probably doesn't feel anything. Right? And she won't notice. Or will she notice? How cognizant would she be if her like real body is dying? Yeah, right there. Top shelf, baby. Ooh, there's a few people down there. Who's that? Oh, that's him. Okay, I was like, that's his body. Yes. Ooh, you dead. Well, you get what you deserve. I don't like her, and I'm happy she's dead. Oh, she's just realizing that he killed her. This is not what she meant, brother. Oh, and there's Flora.
You have to feel that on your skin.
I don't think she realized what he meant. If you're in love with a ghost and they're like, I found a way where we can truly be together, in that moment, you have to be like, okay, you're planning to kill me. It's like, no, you don't do what he says. You idiot. You deserve to die there because you're so dumb.
You just left me to do it alone. This isn't what you said. It's not what I agreed.
Did she know she was going to die? And she was just fine with it because he was going to be there the whole time? And then he bailed at the end? Ooh, they look ghosty in that one. Very interesting. If you take pictures of them, do they appear as decomposed bodies?
And I always end up here.
Is that so bad?
It's hell. I think I'm in hell.
Well, where else would you
Yeah, you're a
go?
bad person, so...
At first I thought, and now you knew what you knew, and you didn't stop him.
Don't make me feel bad for
Why
him.
didn't you stop him?
He'd kill you if he knew where you were.
You killed me, Mum. You killed me asking me to do this.
Is that why he was taking the money?
You wanted. And kill me. I hope you know that late at night that you killed your own son.
Honey, I don't even know that you're dead.
We have to finish it now.
But it's too soon.
No, it's right. It's right.
Don't kill her. Come on.
We should give them a little longer.
Oh, who the F is that?
What happened, Bex? This is what happened, Miles, Flora. That happened, Dusty. To Miss Jessel, to me.
No, no, of course not.
Because this is what happens to everyone.
They
who
just
does
lose a
things like
face?
I know your help.
What are they trying to do?
Still not sure this is a good idea.
It's super not. It's not a good idea. Whatever they want you to do is not a good idea. If the ghosts are telling you to do stuff and they seem apprehensive about it, it's super not a good idea.
We're out of time.
You will not survive
Miles, I
if you
need
do
your
what
help.
they say.
Miss Jessel.
Are they trying to permanently inhabit
Just have to
their bodies
think.
and grow up as them
You and me.
and just kind of like live out lives as those kids?
Just think.
Splendid.
Promise.
Don't listen to them. Flora, you are an independent woman. Flora, you have a brain. Don't listen.
Look at Miss Jessel and Miles. Look at me. And think.
What if they all four just become one being instead of two separate beings?
So how about it, mate?
No. Oh, God, that kid's such a good actor.
Go on, be a good lad.
Don't. Say no.
It's you.
Say no.
It's me.
No.
It's us.
Frick.
It's us.
She's just sitting there as these two kids like straight up die. No.
X.
Where are we going?
I'll show you. Come.
You're going to look at your own dead body. Is what you're gonna do.
Where are we going?
He's gonna show you your decrepit corpse.
Special. I mean,
Your
I was thinking
dead
about a cartoon I used to
body.
watch when I was little.
Oh, well.
Wile E. Coyote.
Hate to break it to you.
Your
Elsa,
decaying body.
Run off a cliff. Run straight off it.
But he
And
keep
keep on
running
going.
because he didn't realize that it wasn't there.
That's you. When Wile E. Coyote looked down,
That's when he fell.
then he'd fall. Only when he looked down.
You're gonna look down.
You need to look down.
Look at where I murdered you. Face the reality. God, I hate Peter. Like I feel bad for him. He had a horrible upbringing, but don't look down. Don't look down. Keep on living your blissful, ignorant life, please. Don't see your butt. What if she wasn't there? She's just gone. Yeah, that's you. Did the well fill up? No, it didn't. She's just still down there, eh? Is she all bones and stuff now? All goopy.
Meet me.
That was okay. That was funny.
Mars is gone.
Yep.
Flora might be too.
Dang.
And there's nothing I can do about it
Cause you're gone too.
because I'm dead.
And he disappears because she's alone now. Oh, is she pretending?
She told me to pretend.
Ooh.
You can't see her anymore. So she told me what to say.
Untie her, Flora, quickly.
Wow. Okay, Rebecca. Dark Horse MVP, Rebecca. I hated you before.
Playing a game.
Miles?
Yeah, he's super. He's gonna die.
It's too late, but not for her.
Miles is a punk little bitch who did what he was told,
This house as you possibly can.
and Flora did not. Yeah, Flora, you ain't staying here. And Lady of the Lake. Heyo. Screw Miles. He willingly gave up his life.
No, anywhere. Anywhere.
No, I don't like this game.
It's not a game.
And you can't make me. Miles! We gotta go.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That scared the crap out of me. Is she gonna die? Don't be the end of the episode. No! Dang it. Oh, God. Oh. That scared the freaking piss out of me. I was getting all mad at Flora for not wanting to leave. I knew the Lady of the Lake was coming. I just knew it. Let's watch that again. Oh man. That moment. Freaking A, dude. Oh, I like wasn't even fully paying attention.
I'm not leaving! Flora! And you can't leave!
It's not a game, Flora. Oof. She's just right there. Oh my god. Then that, oh, she's really good at making a being choked face and like being choked and dying face. That's crazy, brother. That's crazy. That caught me so off guard. That scared the freaking crap out of me. Dang, dude, that episode. This might be one of my favorite episodes of the season, other than episode 5, where Hannah is realizing that she's dead. Like, I think that one is probably number 1 for me, because it was just like so mind-blowing when you're watching it happen. But so far, I think number 7. Oh, god damn. Just because the end. Holy shiz, dude. Oh, man. Okay. So, we learned quite a bit. We learned like the whole backstory on how Rebecca died, and how it was not her choice. Has she been playing the long game against Petey Boy now? Like, he killed her, and she's like, okay, time to pretend to go along with whatever you said, while I secretly plot behind your back. That would be interesting. So they are cognizant. They've taken Danny captive in a sense, and they're accelerating their plan, or Peter's plan, to not become faceless drones. I think so. Like, when the people die at this town, at the house, over time, their faces go away, and like they just become smooth little fresh, smooth like a baby's butt faces. Even smoother than that, really. So like that little boy who didn't have a face, he'd been dead for a while. He was probably dead for quite a while, because kids would die when they were young. The lady in the attic, that was being all like, ugh, when Flora's playing hide and seek. I think that was the lady that they showed in the attic, and was like, look at her. And then Lady of the Lake. How many more are there? I think they can talk, right? Maybe their mouths don't, form over so they can speak. Because I think Peter's been communicating with some of them, because he talks about later in the episode how he talked to them. But they have to accelerate their plan, and their plan is for Flora and Miles respectively to like fully accept that like they are no longer in control, I guess. Like, they have to be fully willing to be put away forever. So like they believe they're going to be put in this forever house, which is just their memories, really, of their parents in the house, or really like outside of the house, their memories of anywhere, I think, but probably more in the house. So they think they're going to be allowed to just live forever with their parents and be kids with their parents forever, while meanwhile Peter and Rebecca will control their bodies, while presumably they continue, like, their bodies continue to age or whatever and do their thing. Peter and Rebecca will be living their lives, but they can't leave Bly, so they'd just be like these recluse weirdos who live in this I mean, it is a mansion, but they wouldn't be able to leave the property. So that would suck, but it is what it is. Let's see. Yeah, but we get the whole backstory. So Petey Boy dies, and the aftermath of that, like, the police are looking for him. Rebecca's all bummed out, and eventually Peter appears to her, and he's like, "Hey, I never left. Like, I still love you, girl. I'm still here for you. I ain't never gonna leave." And he he makes her aware that he is dead, and he's a ghost, and like, you know, they can still be together, and they're doing their darndest, like just hanging out, being in love. But she's upset because they can't touch each other, they can't hug, they can't kiss, they can't smash uglies, and she's upset, obviously, rightfully so. Meanwhile, he keeps getting pulled into this memory, where, you know, you're not supposed to feel bad for him at first, and then as it goes through the memory, like, you know, his mom's crappy, so you're like, oh, maybe that's why he got to be so crappy. His dad's crappier, you're like, okay. And then at the end, when you realize what happened to him, oof, that's even worse. But he has a plan. Like, he tries to, he lets her know that, you know, he can tuck her away in happy memories, and he can control her body. And he just does stuff with her body. You know, we don't know necessarily when he was controlling her. Maybe in Hannah's memory, when she was talking to Rebecca about Peter. Maybe Peter was the one talking back. Who knows? And he tries to run outside the boundary to see if that works. Doesn't work. So presumably, I don't think that you know, Miles or Flora would have been able to leave the property. I don't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be able to leave. They would have to have everything in their lives brought to them. I'm surprised the uncle didn't show up. Maybe he will show up to save Danny. But Peter develops a plan. He's like, okay, I have a way that we can be together forever. And Rebecca, like a total idiot, does not realize what he's saying. She doesn't get it. She thinks she's like Flora and Miles, where they think they're just going to be in a happy memory while he's with them. She thinks they're just going to be together, happy, and she doesn't realize that he is going to murder her. And it's like, dude, how do you not get this? You're a grown adult woman. How are you not able to infer that this man's about to murder you? Like, come on. And yeah, he traps her in some happy memories, and then he walks her into the lake, and she drowns. And it looks like, I couldn't see, I think it's just his body down there, other than the lady in the lake. I think she probably would have, you know, I don't know how long she's been dead, actually, so she might not have deteriorated completely. I mean, her bones would probably still be down there. I don't see any. Oh, maybe. Okay, so it's a little hard to tell, but it looks like there could be at least 1 to 2 other bodies down there. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like there's 1 skull, 2 skulls, maybe a rib cage down there. So his body presumably will deteriorate, and then hers will. So there's like four people that are down there, dead. And yeah, he just kills her, and she she just doesn't realize until it's too late that she was just drowned. You know, maybe she realized it and was just, you know, expecting him to be with her the whole time and it would be okay. But he bails. like 80% of the way through, he's like, all right, peace. And just ditches her in the middle of the lake. Maybe at that point, maybe he didn't ditch her, but at that point, you know, maybe her body, like biologically, was just so much like fight or flight in that mode where she's, you know, as much as, like, people who take their own lives by drowning, at a certain point, like, unless you're ending your own life in a quick fashion, if it's gonna take a while, like drowning or suffocating or something like that, like I presume at a certain point there's the moment of panic when your body is fighting against your mind, and it is like, yo, you're about to die. And I think that's what happened, maybe. in that scene. Maybe he didn't leave her there. Maybe her body was just panicking so much biologically that it kicked him out. But by that point, it was too late. She couldn't swim to the top. And then she dies there. And she is upset. Jamie and Flora find her, and that's a bummer. But yeah, she's just pissed. She's pissed at him. She's like, you lied to me. And I think she carries that through till the end when we see her deviate from the plan. But yeah. So they're going along with this plan, and Danny the whole time is just like, what is happening? The first time she's like fully confirmed. She's thought she's like maybe a little insane up to this point. Maybe she's like, I've been seeing things. I'm not mentally well. You know, she needs to see a therapist, maybe seek some psychiatric help. But then now she's realizing straight up, this is real shiz. Like, she's in it now. She's not crazy. This is real. Or she's super crazy. But no, she's freaking out. And they're like, we need to take over your bodies forever so we don't become these faceless things. So let's do it. It's time to do it. We become us. And Miles, like a little punk bitch, is like, yep, I've always hated Miles too. I mean, I can't hate the kid now as much, because now that I know that it wasn't him being all creepy and weird, it was always Peter. Even though, like, it wasn't Peter when he was at school, it was just him. It was just him being weird at school, knowing what he needed to do. But yeah, they take over, but Rebecca tells Flora to just pretend and tells her what to say. So while Peter is controlling Miles and having Hannah confront her own death, Flora is just like untying Danny. Now let's talk about the Hannah scene. So Peter Piles Meter. We're gonna call him Frederick, just because it's a neutral name that encompasses both of them, I guess. So Petey Freddy Boy McGee is he's just having a chat. He's like, yo, you are just like Wile E. Coyote. You ran off the cliff a while ago, and you just haven't looked down yet. And she is just like, nah, I don't really want to look down there. Like, secretly, she knows. Deep down, she knows she's dead. She's known for a while, and she just refuses to accept it. But she looks down, she sees her body, and she goes back to the memory with Owen, and she is immediately pretty much aware. And she's like, Miles is gone, and Flora might be too, and there's nothing I can do because I'm dead. And there's the look of like recognition from Owen. He's like, yeah. And then he disappears, and she's alone, just with herself. Finally, a ghost in the house of Bly. And that sucks for her, because it's a bummer. But now, the end of the episode. Oh my God. So Flora pretending, she's like, all right, let's untie you and let's get the frick out of here. And Danny's like, yeah, let's leave. We're gonna leave the property. First of all, we're just gonna bail, like deuces. But Flora, I mean, she loves her brother, obviously. So she's like, we're not leaving without Miles. Like, she's probably planning to talk to him, be like, Miles, reject Peter, and then have Miles come with. Maybe a viable strategy. In that moment, though, not helpful. And right as they turn around, Lady of the Lake. Bah! Like, oh! That literally scared me so much. That was the scariest thing I have ever seen in my life. I can't wait while I'm editing this to go back and freaking watch me just like, I literally like jumped out of my seat. Oh man. For a show that doesn't have a lot of like spook scares, that was the freaking, I mean, maybe because I genuinely was not expecting that. Even though I was like, oh, Lady of the Lake's coming. When they're walking down the stairs, I was kind of half joking. I was not expecting it to actually happen. And then it did. Is Danny gonna die? Oh man, is the lady? I mean, because the lady like killed Peter in like 10 seconds. Like she clapped him ASAP. ASAP Rocky, he was dead. So how is she gonna kill Danny just as quickly? Like, is Danny now a ghost? I don't know. Is the uncle? Is he gonna come save her? Like, if he shows up and sees her being dragged away, will the Lady of the Lake maybe like? She wouldn't cease to like exist in that moment. Like she is still there killing things. So she wouldn't just like disappear. But maybe he could save her. I don't know. I can't. I honestly, I don't see a way that Danny makes it out of this, unless maybe Hannah comes and saves her. Maybe Miles breaks out of his like stupor to save her. But Miles seemed generally okay with her dying. I don't know. Like frick, dude. This is bad news bears for her. Oh man. I loved this episode. Like, it was a good episode in general. I'd say most of the episode was like a 7.5. And then the last like 5 minutes of the episode, the last 5 minutes were like a 14. So averaged out, the whole episode was like a 9.5. But the last the last 5 to 10 minutes of the episode just carried it. And it was so good. Dude. Oh, man. I don't even know what to say. Let me know in the comments. How do you feel about this episode? Did you freak out when Danny got grabbed? What are your thoughts in general of what's been going down? Do you think Miles needs to grow a bigger set of balls? That feels weird saying that about a kid. Never mind. Do you think Miles needs to man up? No. Miles needs to stop being Peter's little friend. Stop being friends with Peter. And take control of your own life, Miles. Come on. Shout out to Rebecca. Hated her. I've hated her the whole season. Like, any moment she's on screen, I'm like, this girl sucks. Especially earlier in the episode when she was just letting Peter like kill her. I was like, what? You're so dumb. And then in the end, she comes through and doesn't want to kill Flora, and it's nice. And she doesn't want to kill Danny either. So overall, maybe Rebecca will fight the Lady in the Lake. Fisticuffs. Ghost fists. Let's go. I don't know. If you liked my reaction or this episode, please leave a like on the video. If you want to see more of my reactions to this show, to The Mandalorian, to Queen's Gambit, to The Expanse coming back, please subscribe. If you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode, head down to my Patreon. It is linked in the description. And other than that, I will catch you guys next time. Peace.